Classroom Teaching. I am Shekhar. Students, from today we are going to start actual syllabus of 9th standard. मी यापूर्वी एक व्हिडिओ पाठवला होता. मला बऱ्याच जणांच्या सूचना आल्या की सर प्लीज मराठीतून शिकवत जा. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लेम. I will explain the concept in Marathi as well as in English. So, before starting the lesson, I would like to give some instructions. काही सूचना द्यायच्या तुम्हाला. आता या सूचना काय आहेत बघा. सर्वात पहिली सूचना, व्हिडिओ चालू होण्यापूर्वी, व्हिडिओ पाहण्यापूर्वी तुम्हाला कंपल्सरी एक नोटबुक आणि एक पेन घेऊन जवळ घेऊन बसायचं आहे आणि प्रत्येक प्रश्नाचं उत्तर त्यामध्ये लिहायचा प्रयत्न करायचा आहे. ट्राय टू राईट द आन्सर्स इन द नोटबुक. अँड इफ यू हॅव एनी क्युरीज, इफ यू हॅव एनी डाऊट, जर काही प्रॉब्लेम असेल, यू कॅन आस्क मी डायरेक्टली in comments, or you can send me message on WhatsApp number. Okay, so let us start our first lesson. The first lesson is laws of motion. Students, before going directly to the laws of motion, we must know the concept of motion. What is motion actually? Take pen in your hand and notebook and write the answers of the 4 questions which are given in the book. 4 प्रश्न विचारलेले आहेत. You have to write whether you can see or whether you can feel that the object is in motion or not. That means whether the object is in motion or it is in the rest position. 4 questions or 4 different events are given. First, a flight of a bird. I am asking you just write whether it is in motion or not. A flight of a bird. The second, a stationary train. That means a train is standing on one place. The third is the leaves of the plant flying with air. And the fourth is given, that is nothing but a stone lying on a hill. So these are the 4 activities given, 4 instances. We have to write whether they are in motion or not. Okay? So what should be our answer? First and third. In first and third case, the objects are in motion. Then why we say that? First and third means a flight of a bird, we can see the bird flying. The second is the leaves, they are flying with air. So in these 2 cases, we can easily see the motion of the object. So what is motion then? That we can see only? No. One example I will give here. Suppose, take an example of breeze. तुम्ही उन्हामधून घरात आले आणि खूप गरमी होती, आपण बसलो घरामध्ये आणि अचानक थंडगार हवेचा एक झुळूक आपल्या अंगावर आला. वी कॅन फील दॅट एअर बट वी कॅनॉट सी इट, बट स्टील वी कॅन सी द मोशन, वी कॅन फील द मोशन ऑफ एअर, अँड देअरफॉर वी कॅन से द एअर इज इन मोशन. सो व्हॉट इज मोशन नाउ? Motion, it is nothing but that we can see or that we can feel also. But still we don't know the definition of motion. What is motion? If we try to define motion, Before that, one more example is there. Suppose you are traveling by a car with your brother. Okay. Suppose it is a car and you and your brother, they are sitting inside. And if I ask you a question, whether your brother is in motion or not, what should be your answer? So you definitely say, what I am asking, तुमचा भाऊ गतिमान आहे का? Whether he is in motion or not. तुम्ही काय म्हणाल? गेल्या 2 तासापासून आम्ही प्रवास करतोय आणि गेल्या 2 तासापासून तो माझ्या बाजूच्या सीटवर मांडीला मांडी लावून बसलेला आहे. सो ही इज नॉट इन मोशन, ही इज इन रेस्ट पोझिशन. So according to you, your brother is in rest position. But if I ask the same question to a person who is standing side to the road, रोडच्या बाजूला उभ्या असणाऱ्या एका माणसाला जर मी तोच प्रश्न विचारला, whether this person where he is in motion or not, त्याचं उत्तर काय असेल? He must say both of these persons, they are in motion, they are moving along with the car. So the same question is there, but 2 different answers we are getting here. According to you, your brother, it is in rest position, and according to other person, your brother, he is in motion. So what is actual motion? So from this example, we can easily say that motion is a relative concept. Relative concept means it changes person to person. It changes from where you are observing the object. तुम्ही कुठून पाहत आहात त्याच्यावर डिपेंड आहे whether the object is in motion or not. एक छोटंसं एक्झाम्पल देतो. तुम्हाला जर विचारलं की तुमचं संपूर्ण घर किंवा तुमची बाजूची बिल्डिंग किंवा तुमच्या शाळेची बिल्डिंग whether it is in motion or not, our answer is no, it is in rest position, because every day we can see the same building at the same place. But what is actual? We all, along with the building also, along with our school building, our home, we all are moving along with earth. That means earth is revolving, earth is rotating around itself. स्वतःभोवती जोरात फिरतीये आणि त्या अर्थच्या बरोबर त्याचा सरफेस फिरतोय, म्हणजे वी ऑल आर इन मोशन. बट we cannot see it, we cannot feel it, and therefore we say all they are in rest position. So what is motion then? Definitely motion is a relative concept. So what is motion? If the object is changing its position with respect to surrounding, then it is said to be in motion. If the object changes its position with respect to surrounding, then it is said to be in motion. Otherwise, it is in rest position. I am standing here and you can see in the background, this portion of the board you can see in the background. But if I go from this position to this position, now I am changing the position with respect to surrounding, because in the background, now this portion of the board is there in the background, and therefore you can see the motion, and therefore you can say that the object is moving. So if the object changes its position with respect to surrounding, it is said to be in motion. So this is nothing but motion. Clear? So to know motion, we must know what is speed and what is velocity. These concepts are also very important. Before directly going to the speed and velocity, we must know what is distance and displacement and what is the difference between them. Actually, this portion, it is not for exam now for this year. It is deleted from the syllabus, but still we must know this concept. What is distance and displacement? The difference between them we must know. Okay? So let us see the difference between them. Only one very small example I will give to explain it. Suppose this is a river and you are here and your home is here. तुमचं घर इथे आहे, तुम्ही इथे आहात, मध्ये मोठी नदी आहे. You want to go to your home, but the bridge is somewhere here. Here there is a bridge on the river. So you have to go in this way. And it is nothing but 5 kilometers. So what is the distance you cover here? You go the distance. What is distance then? Distance, it is nothing but length of the path that you actually traveled, that you actual cover. तुम्ही जेवढं चालून गेले तेवढं, that is nothing but distance. So you have to cover 5 kilometers distance. So it is distance. What is displacement then? Displacement, it is nothing but the minimum distance which, or straight line distance between initial and final position. This is initial position, it is your final position. So the minimum distance between them, that is nothing but, always you remember, straight line distance is minimum distance. So if you go directly from here, suppose it is 100 meters only, then it is displacement, the minimum distance between initial and final position. You may travel 5 kilometers or you may go somewhere else and again then come here 10 kilometers you can travel. So distance may vary, but the displacement means initial and final position. That means the actual distance between initial and final position, or the minimum distance between initial and final position. That is nothing but displacement. So distance is a scalar quantity, whereas displacement is vector quantity. So we must know the difference between scalar and vector again. Scalar quantities are those quantities which can be explained only by giving magnitude. That means direction is not required there. And to explain displacement, that means to explain the vector quantities, we have to mention direction there. एक छोटस एक्झाम्पल देतो तुम्हाला, ज्यामुळे तुम्हाला डिस्टन्स आणि डिस्प्लेसमेंट, हाऊ दे आर स्केलर अँड वेक्टर, दॅट यू मस्ट नो. Suppose you are present here. This is nothing but your house and you are present in your house. आणि जर मी तुम्हाला कॉल केला आणि तुम्हाला सांगितलं की अरे माझी गाडी खराब झालेली आहे आणि मी तुझ्या घरापासून 2 किलोमीटर अंतरावर आहे, तर पटकन या ठिकाणी ये. So what I say, 2 kilometers, that means the distance I told you. किती डिस्टन्स वर आहे? 2 किलोमीटर. आणि तुम्हाला सांगितलं लवकरात लवकर माझ्याकडे या. Can you come? No, because I may be present here at 2 kilometers or maybe anywhere on this circle, here or here or here or here. So जोपर्यंत मी तुम्हाला डायरेक्शन सांगत नाही तोपर्यंत तुम्ही माझ्यापर्यंत पोहोचू शकत नाही. सो displacement, it requires direction along with distance, that means along with magnitude. 2 kilometers we must know, and we must know the direction towards left, towards right, towards north, towards south. So direction and magnitude, if both are given, then such quantities are called as vector quantities, and displacement is a vector quantity, whereas the distance is scalar quantity. Why distance is scalar quantity? मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं, the distance between Hingoli and Parbhani, it is suppose 75 kilometers. Distance between Hingoli and Parbhani, it is 75 kilometers. So it doesn't need the direction. डायरेक्शन सांगावं लागेल का आपल्याला की हिंगोलीकडून परभणीकडे गेलं तर 75 किलोमीटर आहे आणि परभणीकडून हिंगोलीकडे आल्यावर किती होईल? सेम. सो डिस्टन्स इट डझंट रिक्वायर डायरेक्शन, बट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट इट रिक्वायर्स डायरेक्शन. सो distance is a scalar quantity, whereas displacement is vector quantity. Okay, now let us see the difference between speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. Speed, again the similar things. Speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. Both are same, like distance and displacement. Distance we calculate in meters, displacement also calculate in meter or kilometer or centimeter. Similarly, speed, the unit is meter per second, SI unit. Velocity, SI unit is same, meter per second. But if we see the definitions, then speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken for that. And here velocity is equal to displacement divided by time. Let us see one example. बघा, एक मुलगा सायकलवर जातोय. He traveled the path like this. Suppose he starts from this point A. He goes to the point B, which is 20 meters. Then he go to the point C, which is 10 meters. Then again come to point D, which is again 20 meters here, and come back to this point A, which is again 10 meters. So suppose the boy is traveling in this way. He is going from A to B, B to C, C to D, and D to A again. So what should be the distance here? Distance किती है? What is distance? Actual path covered, the actual length which is covered by the object. So from this point up to this 20 meters plus 10, 30, 30 plus 20, 50, 50 plus 10, that is 60 meters. So if we try to calculate the speed, we must know the total distance covered, and that is nothing but 60 meters divided by the total time required. Suppose he requires 20 minutes for that, 20 seconds for that, then 20 seconds. So we can easily calculate the speed of the object. Right? So what is displacement in this case? या केस में डिस्प्लेसमेंट किती है? The boy starts from this point, moves and finally come to the point A again. That means same point. So what is the actual distance between initial and final position? Which is initial position here? A. Which is final position? A. So what is displacement then? In this case, the displacement is 0. And therefore, if we write the formula of velocity, velocity is equal to displacement divided by time. So time 20 seconds it requires, but displacement is 0. So velocity is also 0. म्हणजे तुम्ही घरातून शाळेत जाण्यासाठी निघाले सायकलवर, शाळेच्या गेट पर्यंत गेले, शाळेच्या गेटवर कळालं शाळेला सुट्टी आहे, तुम्ही तसंच यू टर्न घेऊन पुन्हा एकदा आपल्या घरी आले. तुमची शाळा जर अर्धा किलोमीटर असेल, द डिस्टन्स यू ट्रॅव्हल मस्ट बी 1 किलोमीटर. अर्धा किलोमीटर जाताना, अर्धा किलोमीटर येताना. बट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट मस्ट बी 0. Why? Because you start from the point, the initial and final points, they are same in that case. मी जे आता तुम्हाला नदीचं उदाहरण सांगितलं होतं, डिस्प्लेसमेंट इट इज द ऍक्च्युअल or minimum distance between initial and final position. So if you know distance and displacement, then you must know, you can understand speed and velocity also. Speed it depends on distance, whereas velocity depends on displacement. And therefore we can say speed is a scalar quantity, because it requires distance only, and distance and time both are scalar. We doesn't require direction there. So speed is also scalar quantity and velocity is vector. Vector quantity. Vector means along with speed we must know direction also. So speed and velocity both are same. Only the difference is speed with direction, it is called as velocity. That means suppose the object is moving in a straight line, then the speed and velocity, they are equal, they are same. But if the object is not moving in straight line, it is not a linear motion suppose, then in that case the speed and velocity, they are different. And speed is always more than velocity, because distance is always more than displacement. Only in case of linear motion, in case of straight line motion, the distance and displacement, they are same, and velocity and speed are also same in that case only. So to know the velocity or to say the velocity of the object, we must know speed and direction. So we can say velocity is equal to, or it depends on, not equal to exactly, speed and direction. That means to know the velocity, we must know speed and we must know direction. It doesn't have any value, but direction it matters. So now let us see how the velocity changes, how it varies along with speed and direction. Easily we can understand by this. If we change the speed by keeping direction constant, if we change the speed by keeping direction constant, then definitely the velocity it changes. Right? If I keep speed constant, now I am keeping speed constant. But if we change the direction, that means if we take a turn by keeping speed constant, then definitely velocity changes. And if I change both speed and direction, both are changing, then in that case also the velocity changes. So velocity varies along with speed and direction. So, okay, so in this video, what we see? We see the concept of motion. What is motion? Motion is a relative concept. If the object changes its position with respect to surrounding, then the object is said to be in motion. Second, what we see? We see the difference between distance and displacement. Distance, it is the actual length of the path that we travel. And displacement, it is nothing but the minimum distance between initial and final position. तुम्हाला फक्त कुठून सुरुवात केली आणि कुठपर्यंत गेलो, फायनल पोझिशन काय आहे, या दोघांमधलं मिनिमम डिस्टन्स जे आहे और स्ट्रेट लाइन डिस्टन्स जे आहे, दॅट इज नथिंग बट डिस्प्लेसमेंट. देन वी लर्न डिस्टन्स इज अ स्केलर क्वांटिटी, डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. Scalar means no need of direction and vector means direction must require. Then we learn the difference between speed and velocity. Speed is directly dependent on distance and velocity directly depends on displacement. So speed is a scalar quantity whereas velocity is a vector quantity. Units are same, that is meter per second in SI system. Or we can, if we, the another units are there, kilometer per hour, that is also centimeter per second. So the SI unit is meter per second, which is same for speed and velocity. Only the difference is speed is a scalar quantity, that means direction doesn't require, and velocity is a vector quantity, for that direction is required. Then how velocity varies along with speed and direction, that we see. That means if we change speed, velocity changes. If we change direction, velocity changes. If we change both, then also velocity changes. So here we stop for this video, and in the next video we will see the next article. Thank you.